Hi, Aries friends. Welcome to January 2020. Are you ready for the new year? I think you are, right? I think you're really past ready. So this is a forecast for our Aries friends for January 2020. I will draw 2 cards for each week in the month, and I'm also drawing an additional card to see what you're bringing forward from 2019 into January. This obviously will not resonate with everyone because there are thousands and thousands of Aries individuals out there. I would say if you have an Aries rising, sun sign, moon sign, or ascendant, that definitely you should check this out. And if it resonates, great. And if not, no worries, just pass it on by. So Aries, are you ready? Let's get into this. I used the full traditional tarot deck, the Rider-Waite deck, shuffled them and laid out 1 card for each week with a qualifier. And I drew one of Denise Lynn's soul coaching cards to see what exactly you were bringing forward for 2020. So let's have a look at this layout. Oh, and spoilers, don't just look at the cards and leave, okay? Because we have some twists towards the end. And also the way I interpret the cards may not be the same way you do. And that's fine. That's fine. If you don't agree with my interpretation, no worries, but this is my channel and I will interpret them any way I like, okay? So the first card, what you're bringing forward is energy, and it is inverted, which is probably a pretty good sign that you are tired, you're depleted, you're running on empty, which we know Aries has a propensity to do that. You give and give and give, and then you've got nothing left. There's no reserve put back. And that's something that's characteristic of all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, that they seem to really find something they like and really get hooked with it and then take off with it, and then before you know, they're exhausted and laying on the floor. And that's, of course, probably the holidays have done that with you too, as you try to finish things up for the end of the year at work and also do shopping and do, all those other things. So yeah, we see that you're tired and exhausted, probably overwhelmed, and if you're not sick yet, you probably will have a cold before the 2nd week in January. So what can you do with this information? Well, you can listen to this now and plan accordingly, or make course corrections so this doesn't actually happen. Use this information as a heads up. Take better care of yourself, spend some time on self-care, rest, do those kind of things, right? The forecasts aren't necessarily written in stone. And the way the card readings work is this is not necessarily predestined and this is what's going to happen. This is, if you continue on the path you're currently on, this is what is likely to transpire, okay? Which means the whole purpose of getting a card reading is so that you can check that. You can check your course. Do you need to make a change? Do you need to make a course correction because you're not going in the direction that you want to be, or you got off the path somehow? So if you apply the cards this way, you'll see that yes, you need to take care of yourself, you need to rest more and not overdo it so that you don't fall ill, right? And as we look at these cards for January, we can see that's kind of up and down, and that some of your biggest worries are going to be coming up, and it's really important not to fall into that trap of worry or fear in January. And actually just casually glancing at the cards, it looks like you're going to have a really good month. So, okay, we see that you're tired and you need to relax. What else is going on? The first card for week 1 in January is the 4 of Pentacles. And the Pentacle suit always represents money. And this card has come up quite a bit in the December readings too, as well as the qualifier, the 2 of Cups. Some folks read the Pentacle card as being a miser and really holding on and penny pitching. I don't necessarily see it that way. I think it's more about you do have some money coming in now and you're trying to be careful with it. You're trying to budget. You're trying to stretch it, and it's working, or it has been working anyway in December, bringing that energy forward into January. And in January, you'll probably continue with this. Money will come in and you will be very sensible. The qualifying card is about partnerships, medicine, working together. So this could definitely signify that you're having a strong and successful business partnership, that you are doing well at work, projects are going along well, and that you generally are okay in your romantic life as well. In a spiritual context, this card can also mean that you're finding balance and harmony on your spiritual path. So it seems like this is a very good qualifier for the first week of January. Everything is going along pretty good. And also, I'd like to point out, it doesn't look like you're fighting over money, which is a a godsend in itself, right? Yeah, the first week sees you pretty good with money, pretty good with your relationships, working together in a common direction. If you're single, this could mean working together with a friend or your family even to further you along the path that you have chosen. Let's put it that way. The second week, we have two very powerful and major cards. When we use the entire deck and we have major cards come up, I like to think of this more as this is more destiny than the other stuff. The Star is a wonderful card. Basically, anything you want can happen. The Star card represents hope for the future, inspiration, contentment, creativity, serenity, healing, calmness. I mean, it's a really good card. This card is about also being very positive and very motivated in your own life. You're going to be feeling very serene and in tune with the universe this week. The Star is that big positive omen that you've been looking for, and it indicates that you're going to enter a new period of calmness and stability, probably following the ups and downs of 2019. This is what you've been praying for. So yeah, get ready to embrace the future because it's looking great. And trust that the universe has a plan for you. Your spiritual abilities will also be strengthening, and probably you'll be manifesting some new ones as well. This is a time where you can manifest. This is a time where you probably do very well at work. You know, if you are single, that crush that you've had is talking to you. So, I mean, this is going to be a really good week. So use this energy. Dream big, manifest, go after those things that you want, Aries, and take advantage of this wonderful divine energy that's going to be flooding in. Clarifying card for this is the Hermit, and this is not a bad card. A lot of people think it's like, ooh, that's bad. No. The Hermit just means that you're entering a time of soul searching, of self-reflection, and spiritual enlightenment. So you may find that you're going to need more time alone now than normal to really get in touch with yourself, to understand what these lessons of 2018 and 2019 really meant. I mean, they happened so fast that you didn't really have time to think about them. It was kind of just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going, right? There's going to be time for reflection in January. Aries is going to do well overall in 2020 because you move quickly, you can make a decision quickly. The opportunities that are going to come flooding into you in 2020 will be remarkable. But to understand what you really want, you're going to have to integrate the lessons and the values of 2018 and 2019 to really make the most of it. This card also suggests that you've been going through kind of a tough time and feeling very antisocial, where you didn't want to interact with people, you didn't want to talk, you didn't want to go out, you didn't want to do anything. And that's coming to an end probably mid-February or so. The Hermit is a very wise, mature, enlightened person. That's kind of how you're going to be leveling up. Okay, so I mean, this is good. This is really good. This means that you need to make you a priority and you need to focus on meeting your own needs. And one way you do this is by choosing to spend more time alone or to spend more time doing things that restore you and revive you. And rather than overworking too, which as we can tell from the card that you brought forward about being tired, this is probably a good idea. Perhaps you're manifesting quietly everything you wanted the second week of January and then relaxing and really counting your blessings and being thankful and trying to decide your next move, which would probably be good. The third week, we have the Knight of Wands, and all knights mean things of interest coming and going, right? And this is associated with fire too. As you can see, he's got all the fire elements working. This is something that you've been interested in, some little project that you've got going, or maybe it's not so little, that you've been nursing along and you've kind of been hoping it will pay off, but you're kind of also afraid to get your hopes up. But this card signifies that that project, that plan is going to do much better than you ever dreamed about. So if you've been waiting to start something, waiting to put something out there, this is your sign. Go ahead and begin it now, and it's going to probably do very well. If we look at the qualifier, it looks like, those people are partying, they're celebrating. So I would say that yes, everything goes very well the third week as well. Your plans are working out. You can take a breather, you can relax, you can celebrate. Things are moving forward in a really good way, very positive, and the people around you are also recognizing you and recognizing your hard work and planning. The fourth week is really interesting. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So the Five of Pentacles, generally I always read this as being homeless. Being homeless, being evicted, ending of relationships, unexpectedly not working out and blowing up. Yeah, nothing like just putting that out there first, right? This is charity, this is being homeless, this is tragedy and desperation. And I think the actual meaning of the card is that the people are destitute, but there is hope. There is help out there, but they're not asking for it, or recognizing it, or acknowledging it. So that's kind of what I think is going on. You do have people that you can turn to for help, whether that is financial or just, help in general, because it looks like you're having a really good month. Why would things suddenly shift so far? Could it be that the Five of Pentacles is talking about maybe you are feeling adversity and struggle? Maybe this is your big worry as well. When we look at it in connection to money, she can indicate that you need to consider if your career is fulfilling your emotional as well as your material needs. This card doesn't indicate that you're going to get fired. It's more about support and guidance and those kind of things. So I'm really thinking this is kind of your worst fear about losing everything via losing your job. And could it be that you're just building this up, a mountain out of a molehill? The Queen of Cups is a good omen for people who want to experience financial security. When she appears, it's a very good sign because, it means everything is coming together. Maybe you're worrying about things and blowing them way out of proportion. Not that you would ever do that, Aries. No, not you. But yeah, it looks like overall you're having a really good month. Money is coming in, you're getting along with your partner, you're manifesting like crazy. Things that you have wanted to bring forward are coming forward. You're taking time to celebrate, taking time to rest, and then boom, we have this card at the end, which, like I say, I think this is more about a fear that you have rather than something actually happening. So I would say the fourth week in January, check yourself. Check and see if you are making mountains out of molehills and if you could maybe be escalating situations that aren't there. And see, this is really important too, because if you look at this overall reading, it looks like you're manifesting really good. And you do not want to manifest from stress, fear, or worry, do you? Because you don't want to bring that stuff forward. I think all in all, your month's going to go really well as long as you can keep yourself hydrated and rested and not give in to fear, okay? And if you are exhausted already when you're watching this, then take a break. Take some downtime. Go do something healing and refreshing for you, whatever that is, so that you don't end up sick and missing work and worrying about things that actually you don't need to worry about in January, okay? I hope you found this helpful. If you would like more information or your own personal reading, you can contact me at Serenity. And stay tuned for the rest of the zodiac. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.